Hey everybody, I have a lot of people asking me what stats should I be going for as a hunter. Now, there's something important you need to understand. This goes for pretty much all DPS classes. Your stat weights change as your gear progresses. As you upgrade your gear, the value of every secondary stat ends up changing. There's certain stat that has like a ceiling or like incur diminishing returns, and basically, even though crit mastery might be your best stats according to Icy Veins, if you get a lot of mastery on your gear, eventually that mastery is going to drop down in value. So I'm going to show you guys a quick little procedure which is called simming yourself. I'll show you what add-ons you need to do and what website you need to go on to be able to sim yourself. And then you'll be able to know exactly with every piece of gear that you get, you'll be able to tell if it's an upgrade or not based on your current stat weights. So what does stat weight mean? Well, it's the value or how much every secondary stat is worth to you. Oh, and primary stat as well, and like your weapon damage, all that good stuff. So, first thing you need to do, get an add-on. It's called Simulationcraft. This, once you have it downloaded, in game, you type in /simc, so SIMC, letter C. Hit enter, and then this gives you a text box, and it basically takes a snapshot of your character, all your conduits, your talents, and make sure before you do this, you are in your correct talent spec. If it's single target you want to sim, which is pretty much ideal for most situations if you're raiding, and even for Mythic Plus, just sim your single target, you'll get your stat weights, unless you're only doing Mythic Plus and you're only doing AoE pulls, then that's a different story. I mean, simming still is important, but then you can change up your talents based on what you're doing. But for this example, we're talking pure single target damage. Get your single target talents, single target conduits, and then do /simc. Just hit Control C right away. And then you're going to make your way to, where is it? raidbots.com. Now, this is free. If you pay $2 a month or whatever it is, then you get access to, you can kind of like skip the queue to use their tools on their site. So I'm going to click on stat weights. I'm going to paste the text that I copied from in-game. And all I have to do is click generate stat weights. So this should only take about, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds. Doesn't take too long. If you don't have a paid account, it's probably going to take a few minutes. But yeah, since I have a paid account, all I have to do is wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. So now you see my single target damage, but I don't really care about that. Obviously, it matters a little bit. I want to see where I'm at in terms of damage, what I should be aiming for on a 5-minute Patrick fight. Patrick just means pure single target damage. All your cooldowns up, bloodlust, all that good stuff, and full raid buffs. But what I really care about here are my stat weights. So you can see right now, agility is worth 3.25 points, critical strike is 1.55, haste trailing right behind at 1.54, verse at 1.44, and mastery 1.33. So mastery is effectively my worst stat. And if you go to Icy Veins, while it's not wrong to want to have crit and mastery as a hunter, based on my current gear, I have too much mastery, so its value is greatly diminished, meaning if a piece of mastery gear drops, I might not actually want it. So right now, I'm gunning for crit and haste gear. So how do I know that in-game? Well, I click copy to clipboard. That copies this bit of text. And then you're going to have this other add-on called Pawn, P-A-W-N. Now once I have that, we'll tab back into the game, and it gives you a little button here on your character panel. You click on it. Now it says Momentine Scales. There might be, or there will be, 3 kind of like preset scales. There'll be one for each spec, one for Marks, one for Survival, one for Beastmaster. I delete those. It's somewhere in the settings here. I can't really show you right now because I've already deleted them, unfortunately, but all you have to do, you're going to make your own personalized one. Make sure you click on Manual, where it says Let Me Manage Scales. Then all you have to do, you click Import, you paste it in, and click OK. So now those values are in-game, and every time you get an item, I don't have one in my inventory, but I can show you. Let's look at Sergeant Athreus on Mythic. So do you see this? I can't really point to it with my mouse, but on the item, right at the bottom right corner of the item box, it says 10% upgrade. So it's taken into consideration the secondary stats on this ring and it's comparing it to my second best ring. So clearly not the legendary ring, but the other one. And it's saying it's a 10% upgrade. So super simple. That's basically all you need to do. One other little nifty feature, if you are unsure of what you need to take for your Great Vault, funny enough, I don't think any of these are upgrades for me this week, but just to show you guys, if you open up the Great Vault, and then you type in SimC, if you scroll down to the bottom, there's actually a section here that says Weekly Reward Choices. These are the 3 rewards I've gotten in my Great Vault. So again, I can head back to raidbots.com, and then now I click on, I believe is it Top Gear? Yeah, Top Gear. So I'm going to paste this in again. And if I scroll down, you'll see these items labeled here with Great Vault. So click on them. Then now we're going to simulate these items. And then if any of them are better, it's going to show me right away how much of a DPS increase it is. So again, you just have to wait for this. This shouldn't take too long. If you're paying I think it's like $2 or maybe it's $2.50 a month. Then obviously you get to skip the queue. And sure enough, my current gear is better. Now, the only tricky part is I don't think it's taken into consideration that I will be adding a socket to this belt. So I am actually going to go ahead and take this belt. I already have this exact same chest piece. My weapon has haste mastery. This is a crit mastery one. No, it's pretty close. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and grab the belt. And I'll show you guys something interesting here. Now that I have this belt, I can actually add on a socket if I find it here. So this is from the Maw. I added a socket. Perfect. Let's equip it. And then now we can have a peek at my stats. And now I have an empty socket in my belt, and I actually have one of my bracers. So what am I going to do? Well, my best stat is crit. I can put in 1 crit gem in my belt, and then at that point crit and haste are probably going to be tied. So I could technically put a haste gem in my bracers, but I personally prefer having more crit. So I'm going to go ahead and put a crit gem in both my belt and my bracers. So that's how you sim your character and you find out what stat is good for you, what stat or what items that you get. Well, you'll be able to see if an item that you get is an upgrade for you on the fly. So every time you get an upgrade, sim yourself. Are you confused about your Great Vault every week? Sim yourself. Is your mother asking you what you want for breakfast? Sim yourself, okay? Simming yourself answers all your questions. I hope you guys learned something today. Thank you very much for watching. Give the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more content. Leave some comments if you need if you have any questions, require any clarifications. I think I covered everything. Maybe I went over it a bit too fast. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'll gladly go over any questions you guys might have. Thank you guys for watching. Tune into my stream. I'm doing one more night on YouTube tomorrow, and then we're switching over to Twitch. So my Twitch is twitch.tv/momentine_. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Have a fantastic evening or morning, wherever you are. Take it easy.